For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kerry Jr. II. This is your Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Monday, December 26, 2022.
I'm Clara Hendrickson for the Detroit Free Press. A congressional committee's investigation of the January 6 attack on the U.S. Capitol culminated in a report spanning over 800 pages in which efforts to overturn the results of the presidential election in Michigan featured prominently. The committee's report zeroes in on former President Donald Trump's fixation on a human error in Antrim County that he used to advance conspiracy theories about voting machines, despite security experts, including those in his own administration, who debunked his claims. The report also details a campaign by Trump and his allies to pressure Michigan lawmakers and those in other battleground states to thwart the will of voters and name him the winner of the election. Some of the committee's recommendations included in its report have particular relevance to Michigan, such as considering a mechanism to evaluate whether those who participated in the insurrection should be barred from holding office and enhancing penalties for threats against election workers.
This is Brian Manzullo, craft beer writer for the Detroit Free Press. It's that time of year where we look back on the year that was, and in my case, it's all about the best craft beers I tried from all across the state. When I think about Michigan beer in 2022, I think about the wide range of styles I got to try. For example, there was this creek I tasted at Brewery Becker up in Brighton that tasted just like a crisp cherry wine, perfect for a winter evening. There was that stout I had up at Five Shores Brewing Company called Ancestors' Wildest Dreams, a collaboration with Black Calder Brewing Company. It was brewed with banana bread from a local baker, candied walnuts, and Madagascar vanilla beans, and it turned out to be the perfect dessert beer. Here in Detroit, there's no shortage of great beer. One of my favorites was the Pillow Fight from Ferndale Project, which had the perfect balance for a triple IPA. Even at 9.2% alcohol by volume, it didn't taste that boozy. Read all about these beers and more in my top 15 craft beers of the year on Freep.com.
I'm Adrienne Roberts reporting for the Detroit Free Press. 33 businesses received a retail recreational marijuana license from the city of Detroit, marking the end of a years-long effort by the city to award these coveted licenses. There were 60 licenses available in the first round, but only 33 applicants met the qualifications for a recreational dispensary, the city said. Several also applied for a license to open a micro-business or consumption lounge, but none of those licenses were awarded in the first round. Now, this all came about when the city cleared a major hurdle when a federal judge denied a request in a lawsuit against Detroit's ordinance that would have halted the city's licensing process. The ordinance sets aside half of the limited licenses for equity applicants, which include people who live in communities that have been disproportionately impacted by marijuana prohibition and enforcement, and those with certified Detroit legacy status that are currently living in Detroit or another disproportionately impacted community. Detroit started awarding the unlimited license, which are for growing or processing cannabis, in April.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, head to Freep.com. That's FREEP.com.